So, opportunity to reflect after a difficult loss on Tuesday. Went down to the wire before Biggleswade took the opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net from a Corey Wilson goal. It's a bittersweet game, really. We've definitely shot ourselves in the foot, and it's a tough pill to swallow. Look, great for Biggleswade because they've been desperate for a win after their poor run of form, and they've, I'd say, scored against the run of play, but in reflection of the game and being fair to them, we've created the advantage in their favour. We've dominated the first half, we've created a number of chances, and we've just not quite found the opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net. You know, from the position we're standing in, it looks easy to score goals. From the position the players are in, sometimes it's a little bit harder. Can't be harsh on the front players. It's a collective performance, and there's the opportunities that we create have got to come from back to front. Demands have got to be on more than just the centre forwards to put the ball in the back of the net. And poor bookings, the referee on the day has not helped us. He can have as many PhDs after his name, but his decision making and his ability to communicate with humans is poor show. And he's made it difficult for us. He's made it difficult for both teams, in fairness. There was a couple of really soft bookings early on that are nonsense, in my opinion. There's a big decision to be made with the goalie's rugby tackle outside the box. Webby's cleaning on goal, he shifted it out with his feet to get his stride out to finish. Goalie's dived early and taken him down, and somehow referees give a yellow. My understanding was if it's outside the box and it's a rugby tackle, it's a straight red card. He's last man, there's no recovering defender. I get it if he's inside the box and he gives him the yellow and we get the pen, it's not double jeopardy, but somehow he's failed to send the goalkeeper off. And that would have helped in our favour, you know, with Biggleswade not being in the best of form and going down a goalie out, it'd make the game in our advantage even more so than it was. Not taking our chances, we've come out second half, and what seemed like minutes into the game, Ethan Query's lunged in, received the second booking, and off he goes, straight red card, see you later. And then we're under pressure. And you'd think we were under pressure, but we were calm, boys were collected, and we still dominated in certain areas of the pitch and didn't look like we were conceding. And the game's gone on, and there's a couple of chances here and there, and we've not quite taken them, and the pressure starts to build, and then Ezra Ford's made a poor choice in giving the referee and the linesman a bit of verbal abuse, and he's received a sin bin, and he didn't understand it. You know, Ezra's only just come down to step 5, and he's used to getting booked, and that's that, but at step 5 we have the sin bin rule in play, and he's had to be out for what was meant to be 10 minutes, and 10 minutes become 40 minutes of play before he was allowed to re-enter the field of play. And that in itself was a big palaver, discussing with the referee, is he allowed to play, is he not allowed to come back into play? He hadn't a clue. And small margins like that are a really tough pill to swallow. But Biggleswade were desperate for the win, and they've managed to catch one late on. And fair play to them, 3 points is probably undeserved, but we haven't done enough again. We haven't done enough. It should be 6 points from the last 2. And as a collective, we've just not been ruthless enough in front of goal. We've not taken our chances, and we've not put people to the sword like we should do. And that's disappointing in our perspective, but again, we've turned a corner. Performances are better. We dominate the ball more so, we're competing, we're running around. So as much as it's disappointing not to get the points, performance levels are far from where they were historically just before Christmas. So there are positives to take, there is a silver lining.
True that, Daisy.
Yeah. So looking forward to Saturday, opportunity to go down to a new environment, somewhere we've not been before, a place that's been filled with jokes in terms of flights here and there, but off we go to Stansted. Not heard great things about the environment that they're afforded. You know, the pitch isn't meant to be great, you know, it's on a cricket pitch, there's all these excuses, but ultimately it's January and there isn't going to be much football played, it's not going to be tick-a-taka. We're not down at the Emirates playing on the inch-by-inch blade of grass. We're going to Stansted to put the ball forward, to run over people, to bash people up and score goals, take our chances. It's not going to be an easy game. It's probably going to be a really tough environment to go. I'm sure Stansted are going to have a lot about them, and they're probably going to be used to playing in that environment, and they're going to make it as hard as they can for Dunstable Town. And it will be who's going to be the better man, who's up to the more of a challenge, and who's got the fitness levels to physically compete in those difficult environments where things are not easy. And that's all Dunstable Town need to concentrate on. It's a really clear message from us as a management team, and it's going to be a really clear message out on the Astro tonight. We're going to work on running after people, we're going to work on pressing the game, and we're going to work on turning balls forward and putting opposition defences under pressure. That's how it's going to look for us this evening, that's how it's going to look for us on Saturday if our game plan comes to fruition. There's no hiding what it needs to be in a difficult environment where the pitches aren't great. It's about work rate, it's about winning your individual battles and having the right mentality, and then taking your chances when the opportunity arises to score goals and make it difficult and make it intangible for the opposition. 1-0 leads aren't really working for us at the minute because it just allows too much pressure, and that one opportunity for an opposition team, they will score a goal. At some point the opposition team are going to put pressure on our goal, and a 1-0 lead is not working for us at this moment in time. So we need to be ruthless in the final third to score some more than one goal, to try and put a bit of a cushion on the game so we can manage the play, that we can put the ball in the areas of the pitch where we can slow things down and kill the clock, and just get ourselves to where we need to be, 3 points, and then regroup and go again. So look forward to going to Stansted, look forward to the travelling fans. At this moment in time, the fans have been fantastic. The trip to Potton was backed by great support from Dunstable Town. The numbers there were fantastic, and the noise level were great, even in being a difficult environment that it was. The support this week against Biggleswade was that as well. So it's enjoyable being on the sidelines and feeling supported by such a large number and such an array of age groups, boys and girls, men and women. It feels good at Dunstable Town. It's just on the pitch, we have got to turn these games into 3 points and climb the table. We look forward to doing that.